Wake up. Clock in. Take a break. Take lunch. Take another break. Clock out. Make dinner. Relax. Get ready for bed. Bed. Wake up. Clock in. Take another break. Take a break. Clock. Take lunch. Make dinner. Take another break. Wake up. Relax. Wake up. Clock in. Clock in. Make dinner. Take a break. Take a break. Take lunch. Take lunch. Get ready. Take another break. Take another break. Clock out. Wake up. Make dinner. Clock in. Relax. Take a break. Get ready for bed. Take another wake up.
When every day looks like yesterday and every tomorrow looks like the day after that, the draw of an endless feed of shock and excitement becomes more and more enticing. The average person spends 4.5 hours every day looking at their phone. That's 31.5 hours a week, or put another way, a little over 2 months every year spent looking at your phone. In the past few years, it feels like my generation has made a push to go back in time when it comes to technology. Record players, the revitalization of film cameras, and even good old-fashioned pen and paper. New devices and products that echo a bygone era. Dumb phones are one of those devices. Devices that promise to bring you back to a simpler time. A time without endless scrolling, needless political strife, and a constant plea to either buy or look at something that you know you shouldn't. Put simply, these devices offer something that we are all after: a more fulfilling life. What is a dumb phone? I think everyone has a slightly different definition of what a dumb phone is, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to define it as two things. The first category I would call a true dumb phone, and that would be something like this, the Motorola Razr, an old school flip phone that can make calls, do texting, and play Snake, but that's about it. You can find old school flip phones like this on eBay for about $30. The other category I would call mildly intelligent but still not very smart phones. I think something like this iPhone 5C or any Android phone from over a decade ago is a perfect example of this. Both of these phones at the time of their release were both very capable full-fledged smartphones, but now due to going without updates for over a decade, they're both far more limited in what they're able to do. They can still make phone calls, listen to music, view emails, and even be used as GPS. They just can't be used comfortably for endless scrolling, TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram, and I think that makes them perfect for this category, all while being available on eBay for $18. These are not the trendy modern dumb phones, mind you, like the Light Phone 3, which will charge you upwards of $800 for the privilege of not using it as much. The more I think about it, the more these trendy dumb phones concern me. Because I think that we all have this temptation to put our own struggles with self-control off on external things and to take ourselves out of the equation. The reason why I'm unhealthy is because of processed foods, not my decision. The reason why I don't have a girlfriend is because of the dating market, not my decisions. And the reason why I'm always anxious, distracted, tired is my smartphone, not my decisions. It feels like for every problem my generation faces, there's a very digestible answer that just so happens to have nothing to do with our decisions. The reason why you feel addicted to your phone is because you're choosing to be. Yes, the algorithm boogeyman that people bring up so much is designed to keep you wanting more, just like junk food is designed to keep you eating. But that does not mean that every time you pick up your phone and get lost for 3 hours that you're just a helpless bystander. There's nothing wrong with getting a dumb phone in hopes that it will make the process of looking at your phone less a little easier. But the far more important issue, at least for my generation, is building up the muscle of self-control and taking accountability for our own lives. I think so many people at this step want to look at their phone and just blame it for everything instead of asking themselves the deeper question of why am I actually going to this and what is it giving me? Because if it wasn't giving you anything, you just wouldn't go to it at all. I can't say what your phone is doing for you, I can only say what it's doing for me, and what it was doing for me was giving me an escape from a very monotonous life that I wasn't super happy with, and it was robbing me of the thing that I desperately needed, and that was boredom. Because I'm not gonna fix anything in my life if I can just numb it out with a painkiller. I guess the cat's probably out of the bag that I don't think spending almost $800 on a worse version of your phone is the right way to spend less time on your phone. However, what I found to be an incredible change was being intentional with my existing device and introducing restrictions and, even more importantly, meaningful additions to my life. First, I removed all of my most used apps, the biggest of which was YouTube. This made it so when boredom reared its ugly head, I wasn't able to just snuff it out by pulling up my phone. I had to do something meaningful. Second, I stopped using my phone entirely before bed. I'm sure, like many of you, I am most susceptible to making bad decisions right before bed. So getting rid of my phone before bed has been a wonderful change, and it's not one that I plan on undoing anytime soon. I think even more important than what restrictions are in place is what are you doing to intentionally improve and add to your life outside of your phone? AKA, why are you trying to stop using your phone so much in the first place? This question or this area is going to vary so much from person to person. Personally, the areas that I have focused on adding to the most have been going outside and working out, spending time with friends and family, and spending time in prayer. These are just a few areas that have made a big impact on my life. But that's the whole point of looking at your phone less. It's not like somehow looking at your phone in and of itself is a bad thing or that your phone is an evil device. It's just a little computer in your pocket. It's because there's other things in your life that you'd like to do, people who you'd like to see, and goals that you'd like to achieve. Spending less time on your phone should just be a side effect of these more fulfilling things taking a bigger role in your life. That's actually the one case where I would advocate for a dumb phone. Not one of the $800 crazy dumb phones, but just something simple like this flip phone. A little kickstart, if you will, to help you introduce more things into your life that are more fulfilling than looking at your phone. Lastly, I want to talk about something that I feel like plagues my generation specifically, give or take a decade or so. I think one of the reasons why my generation struggles so much with their phone usage is because we struggle with meaning, we're lonely, and when you combine those things together, you create a ton of anxiety. Anxiety which is both fueled and calmed by the endless scrolling of social media. It's kind of like the modern day cigarette, where it becomes the source of the problem along with the temporary solution all in one. When you tell an entire generation that at their core they don't matter, it affects them in a major way. So just in case you haven't heard it in a while, you were knit together in your mother's womb and you do matter. Your life is not purposeless. And good Lord, if you're feeling lonely, I was a homeschooled only child. Believe me, I know exactly how that feels. But also believe me that it gets better. I met my best friend 10 years ago in a Counter-Strike game at 2 a.m., and now we have literally traveled the world together. Weird things can happen that will dramatically change your life. This is not the answer. This is a painkiller. And when you get rid of it, you shouldn't be surprised to have to actually feel the areas that hurt again. But pain is not a bad thing. It shows you the areas of your life that need work. Don't be a bystander in your own life. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless.